Namaskar, friends. Welcome to Information Mantra, your trusted destination for health tips, Ayurveda, product reviews, and evidence-based information that can literally make your daily life better. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss our latest explainers. Today, we've got a fantastic explainer lined up for you. We're bridging the gap between ancient Ayurvedic wisdom and modern clinical science.
Let me ask you a question. Are you struggling with hair fall, thinning hair, a dry scalp, stubborn dandruff, or just frustratingly slow hair growth? Honestly, it's an incredibly common struggle. The market is absolutely flooded with synthetic chemicals that often come with unwanted side effects, right? But what if a carefully crafted blend of natural botanical herbs and essential oils could help nourish your scalp, strengthen your hair roots, and create a fundamentally healthier environment for hair growth?
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with 1. Discovering Flabia Hair Tonic. Then 2. Scientific hair growth promoters. 3. Cleansing the scalp microbiome. 4. Soothing and nourishing roots. 5. Synergy for stronger hair. And finally, 6. How to use correctly.
Let's kick things off with Section 1. Discover Flabia Hair Tonic. So let's take a look at the exact formulation we're analyzing today. This is the Flabia Ayurveda Hair Growth Tonic. It's a highly concentrated 30 ml bottle with an MRP of 800 rupees. What makes this particular tonic so fascinating is that it's powered by a blend of 10 specific natural botanical ingredients. There are absolutely no parabens and no sulfates here. Instead, it relies entirely on a complex matrix of essential oils and Ayurvedic extracts. We're talking rosemary, Bhringraj, tea tree, eucalyptus, camphor, lavender, cedarwood, thyme, geranium, and patchouli. But you might be wondering, why these specific 10? That brings us perfectly to Section 2, Scientific Hair Growth Promoters. To answer that, we really have to look at the first functional group of ingredients, the heavy hitters designed specifically to stimulate the follicle. The absolute star ingredient here is undoubtedly rosemary oil. It's one of the most researched natural oils for hair care in the entire world. In fact, there was this landmark 2015 clinical trial that directly compared rosemary oil to minoxidil 2%. Which, is a widely used FDA-approved synthetic hair loss treatment. The researchers essentially tracked patients suffering from androgenetic alopecia over a 6-month period just to see which treatment actually performed better. And the results from that study are honestly mind-blowing. At the 3-month mark, while neither group saw massive changes, but by month 6, both the minoxidil and the rosemary oil groups experienced a significant and nearly identical increase in their overall hair count. The visual increase in hair density after 6 months of using rosemary oil is just undeniable. Plus, get this, the study noted that the rosemary group experienced significantly less scalp itching than the minoxidil group. It's a real game changer. Now, working right alongside that rosemary is Bhringraj. In traditional Ayurveda, Bhringraj is quite literally called Keshraj, which translates directly to the king of hair. Scientifically, it's known as Eclipta alba. Modern pharmacological studies have actually validated what Ayurvedic practitioners have known for centuries. The plant contains these powerful bioactive compounds like wetolacton. They don't just strengthen the hair roots and prevent hair fall, they're also traditionally used to maintain natural hair color and nourish the scalp. Moving right along to Section 3, Cleansing the Scalp Microbiome. You see, stimulating the follicle is really only half the battle. If your scalp is covered in buildup, fungi, or excess oil, new hair just cannot thrive. Think of your scalp like a delicate ecosystem. When that balance gets disrupted, you get dandruff, which is actually caused by a naturally occurring fungus called Malassezia globosa that literally feeds on excess scalp oil. Well, this formulation tackles that head-on with 3 specific ingredients. Tea tree oil is famous for its antifungal properties, controlling those dandruff-causing microbes. Then, eucalyptus oil steps in to provide a microbiome reset and boost blood circulation. Finally, Camphor, or Kapoor, provides this rapid cooling sensation, powerfully soothing the terrible itching and inflammation that usually comes with dandruff. Now, here's a fascinating little secret about how these botanicals interact. It's a concept called terpene synergy. Tea tree oil contains a compound called terpenine-4-ol, while eucalyptus is rich in eucalyptol. When you combine these 2 specific plant compounds, they don't just add their benefits together, they actually multiply them. It's incredible. This combined molecular structure penetrates deep into the hair follicles, acting like a giant reset button for your scalp's ecosystem, rather than just stripping it bare the way harsh synthetic shampoos do. All right, Section 4, Soothing and Nourishing Roots.
Once the scalp is deeply cleansed and stimulated, it absolutely needs to be calmed and hydrated. I want you to consider this single number, 44%. What does that represent? Well, in a famous 1998 clinical study conducted in Scotland on patients with alopecia areata, that's a condition where follicles literally just stop working and hair falls out, researchers massaged a specific blend of essential oils into the patient's scalps. An incredible 44% of the patients successfully saw their hair grow back. And one of the primary active oils used in that exact clinical trial was cedarwood oil, which happens to be a key ingredient in this Flabia tonic.
But cedarwood isn't flying solo in the nourishing phase. To complete this step, lavender oil steps in to provide incredible antibacterial action while really calming the scalp down. In fact, animal studies show lavender oil actually increases the expression of critical growth factors like IGF-1 and VEGF. Then you have thyme oil to deeply nourish the follicles, geranium oil to balance moisture and add a nice shine, and patchouli oil, which is a premium ingredient used to lock all that moisture in and ensure your scalp doesn't dry out.
Which brings us to Section 5, Synergy for Stronger Hair.
So why put growth promoters, cleansers, and nourishers all in one single bottle? So the crucial point is this. Instead of relying on a single ingredient, this tonic combines multiple oils that target totally different aspects of scalp and hair health. If you just use rosemary oil, sure, you might stimulate blood flow, but you aren't clearing out the fungal dandruff. If you just use tea tree, you'll clean the scalp, but you might dry it out if you don't have patchouli or geranium there to lock the moisture back in. By utilizing a 10-ingredient botanical matrix, you are creating the absolute perfect, biologically balanced environment for lasting hair growth. It's like a dream team for your roots. And finally, Section 6, How to Use Correctly.
Of course, having a scientifically backed, synergized tonic means absolutely nothing if you aren't applying it correctly. The application method is literally just as important as the ingredients themselves. Let's walk through an actionable nightly routine. Step 1. You really only need a small amount. Apply just 5 drops directly onto a clean, dry scalp. Step 2, now this is absolutely critical. Massage it gently using the pads of your fingertips, not your nails, for 2 to 3 minutes. That massage action physically increases blood flow, helping the oils penetrate. Step 3, leave it in overnight so those powerful terpenes and compounds can do their work while your body regenerates. And Step 4, for the best possible results, commit to this routine 3 times a week or even daily if your scalp tolerates it well.
So we've seen the 6-month clinical data on rosemary, the amazing 44% regrowth rate of cedarwood blends, and the centuries of traditional evidence behind Bhringraj. The science and the history are incredibly clear. The only question left is, will you trust the synergy of ancient Ayurveda and modern science to finally revitalize your roots? Thank you so much for joining me today on Information Mantra. If you found this deep dive explainer helpful, please hit that like button, share this with someone who's struggling with hair loss, and subscribe for more evidence-based health insights. Namaskar, and I'll see you in the next one.